Hey all, this is Mrs. Katowitz. Just wanted to talk to you guys about what we're going to be doing today. And this might take a couple of days. We're going to understand the importance of using a variety of search strategies. We're going to master new strategies for effective and efficient online searches. So our keywords there are strategies, effective, and efficient. And we're going to learn how to create and execute a 5-step plan for conducting an online search. So let's start off. How do you find something online? And what kind of things do you search for? My go-to search engine, it seems like, is Google. So I need to write that. Let's see if I can. Google. Okay. Excuse my handwriting. I'm not writing on my mini and it's little. I search for all kinds of things. Recipes, movies that are playing. Sometimes I watch a movie and I see an actor. I was like, I know where I've seen him before. I look up the actor's name and see what else he's been in. Books. So these are just some examples. I know you guys have other things like music, and I know people like to see, like to look at pictures online, like like to do Google Pictures or Google Photos. So we're gonna look. So basically, what I'm saying is that you do spend a lot of time online searching for a variety of purposes, either for at home or at school. So what I'm going to teach you is how to be effective and efficient. An effective online search is one that yields precise results. Okay? So yields precise results. And my pen works when it wants to. Sorry, that's frustration there. So an efficient search is done without a lot of wasted time. So a great result is precise and quick. So not a lot of wasted time. I may be ditching the pen here, people. So, now our next one is a strategy. So, search strategies are used to help you find what you need effectively and efficiently. So, I just defined that. So, we're going to move on because I'm tired of my pen and we're going to move on. What are some search strategies you have used? Something I use is quotes, and I will talk to you about what those mean, why you would use a quote. Alright, actually we're going to go to typing since it's easier. So let's do pink. Or red. So quotes We also have specific words, making sure if we use specific words, we don't get too broad of a search. And multiple, check out multiple search results. Don't just use Wikipedia. I know a lot of people like using it. Now, what do you want to know about strategic searching? Hopefully you know, or what do you need to know to make your searches more effective and efficient, is that how do you keep from getting too many? How you can keep from getting too many results. Or when a search term, you need to know this. When a search term can mean two different things. And I will get into that. And then last, how to search for two different things at once. Alright, so I want us to look at the next slide, as soon as I get it up, is some search strategies. So for instance, you have use specific descriptive keywords for narrow results. So for instance, searching for concerts, maybe right here, will lead to a variety of musical events and tour dates. Searching for underground hip-hop shows, Bay Area, will lead to narrow location. So maybe if I am doing a search on, I want to know local concerts, and I want a specific genre, so local concerts, hip-hop. Okay. And it'll give me, rap and hip-hop in Indianapolis. Hopefully, it'll give me some information and tells me what dates they are. Now let's go back to my, next strategy. If at first you don't succeed, try synonyms. If you've tried searching for rare cats but haven't found what you're looking for, try searching for exotic cats, rare felines, or exotic felines. Place quotation marks around specific words or specific phrases you're looking for. If you want information on the president's residence, search White House rather than, White House without quotation marks. I'm going to show you what that looks like really quickly. Let me go back. We'll come back to that in just a minute. Go to Google Chrome. Go back to Google. Okay, let me show you what White House looks like. Okay, you may or may not get this. But what if I were to click on this? And you may just get White House. Let me show you something that's a little bit different, because White House is pretty easy. So for instance, I like the movie Top Gun. And they might show me news. Okay? So then I put Top Gun, and it'll show me the same things. Alright, you guys, this is not working for me. Let me think of something that I need to use. let's see, that I usually use. Basically, Google, what will happen is that when you have two words and you want to make sure that they are that search results with both of those two words in it, you need to put quotation marks around it. If you don't want both of those words, you can do top or gun. Okay, and I'll talk about that in just a minute when I come back. Add a minus sign before a word to show that you don't want that one included. Okay, so for instance, let's go look at mullet. And mullet's a type of hairstyle. If you're not familiar with the term mullet, it's where it's short in the front and then you get a long in the back. It was a big 80s style. So what happens if I just do mullet? And it says haircut. But then I do a minus hair, and I just get mullet the fish. Okay, see, there is a fish named mullet. And it looks like there's Mullet's Des Moines, Iowa, which it looks like a restaurant. If you want information, look at two things at once, you put or in between them. Okay, so for instance, Cornell. You're not certain whether it's a college or a university. So you would go to Google and you would search Cornell College or University. So let's go back to Google. Cornell College. And as you can see, or is in all caps. So we find out that there is a Cornell College or Cornell University, and there's also a Cornell College. So you got to look at them to decide which one it is you're wanting to look at. So we're going to go back. Cornell College looks completely different, doesn't it? So there you see where it comes up with two different ones at the same time. Now let's go to the next one. Here's search for and pay attention to URL domain types. So for instance, later on we're going to be looking at parks. And we're going to be you're going to need to find a park for your assignment later. And you just want government websites in your search results. Websites that are run by the government. Alright, so what I would do is, I didn't mean to do that. I would go back to my Google Chrome, or Google. I would type in parks, and I would put .gov. So that way, if you see right there, there's a .gov, there's a .gov, there's a .gov. See all these? Now you have an idea that all of these search results are just .gov, which are websites that are run by the government. These are really good. The great thing about websites run by the government, they're very trustworthy, and they're reliable, so I know I can use them. If I did .com, I would get parks that are run by a company. Alright, so you get the idea. Alright, so maybe you will specify the format of information you're looking for. So if I want a parks, alright. So for instance, if you want to look, and if you're searching for military service, let's see, right here. This is what I'm looking for, and I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, that's a great thing about Mrs. Catowitz. She makes mistakes too. Let's try that again. And I can't see where my button is. There it is. Military service. The following information will tell you different things. So a blog, if I were to go back to my Google Chrome, military service blog, okay, these are all people whose opinions on the military service, okay? Blogs are people's opinions. Just remember that. Videos. Go back to Google Chrome and I do videos. So, again, if I were to click military service branches, today's military, it will give me some videos and show me videos. Okay. You also have news, like for instance, latest news articles and stories related to military service. All right. In advanced search options on a search engine, you can often specify dates, exact words you're looking for, or even languages you want your results on. For some reason, I really like Google because it's a great search engine. I can do, I'm feeling puzzled. That's not what I wanted. Let me go back here. I can look at, translate. Google has some really cool things. So, like I said, you can always do advanced search. I don't want Google a day. Thank you. Now, tip number 9. Once you have your search results, use them. Take some time. You'll get a huge store of information. Don't just look at the first results, and don't only rely on familiar sources like Wikipedia or About.com. In fact, stay away from About.com. It's not a very good search engine. I mean, it doesn't... Websites. All right. Wikipedia can be reliable in certain instances. If you have a question whether or not you can rely on that, I can show you how to look at that, to question it. Now, so we've looked at the search strategies. Now we're going to look at or talk about why you think it might be important to have a plan. Having a search plan, so here it is. Let's type that up. Why is it important to have a search plan? Okay. Because having a search plan might help you apply the search strategies you learned. Okay. It also will help you be more effective and efficient. So if you were to use your search strategies that I showed you, you would eventually get to maybe to some of those things, those websites that you're looking for, but it might take you longer. So my goal is to help you get there quickly and get the effective information that you need. So we're getting there. We're almost done. So here is my steps that you will use during your assignment. So first, you're going to select your research questions and your search tools. You might have one or more questions to get of what you want to find out. Okay. Make sure you choose your search engine and the tools that are most relevant to what you're looking for. So this is the first step. Selecting your research questions. Then after you have selected your research question, you're going to extract your keywords and terms. One of the things is that when I'm researching, I write down my question, highlight the keywords. And you know I talk about keywords all the time. Apply your search strategies. Like for instance, we added quotes. We used or in our earlier research on Cornell. We weren't sure if it was Cornell University or Cornell. There are two Cornells. There's a university and there's a college. Which one are you looking for? All right, so we use the capital OR. All right, we used a minus sign because we didn't want mullet the hare, we wanted mullet the fish. Okay, so apply your search strategies and then run your search. Okay, run your search. Check multiple sources. Oh, let me write that one down. This is one of the things that people don't like to do. Check multiple sources, not just one, for your information. Okay? I taught you that. If some of you had me last year, I taught you that last year. And then lastly, so that you can avoid repeating your work that you've already done, jot down what you searched for and where you've searched for it. And we're going to have the opportunity to practice this 5-step search plan and the following and the activity that I'm going to talk about. So what you're going to do is you're going to log into My Big Campus. You're going to go to your schoolwork. Okay. Now I have assigned you schoolwork. It's called Strategic Searching. You're going to click on that. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Obviously, it's not letting me. Okay. All right, so I'm going to show you the student view. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to choose a large city in another state. Imagine that you work at a company located in that city. Each year, your company has yearly employee appreciation gathering. You are part of a group that is planning the event, and your boss asks you to find a park in the local area where you can have a picnic. The company has 50 employees. Money is tight, so you have to find a free or inexpensive location. Here's what you know you need. You need a public park that's not private. You need a covered area in case it rains. You need an area to play games and do team building activities, like an open field or something like that. And you need restrooms. Okay, so make sure you write down your questions below, your search questions. Okay, and then write down your keywords and terms in this box. Okay, all right. Now, what search strategy can you use? Okay, remember we said the .gov. Okay, and then you need covered area. Okay, now, and then you're going to write down what you searched for and where you searched for it. Like, did you use Google? Did you use Bing? Did you use Yahoo? Write down what you searched for. Like, you made sure you searched for covered area. Make sure you searched for park with restrooms. Okay. And then in the box below on number 5, you're going to write in the box below, write the city you chose. You guys, you can be really, I would prefer you not do a city in Indiana. Pick a different city like Los Angeles, Chicago, Atlanta, New York, St. Louis, Boston. Pick a park. And then name of the park you chose. In Indianapolis, I'll give you some names of parks. We have Ellenberger Park, we have South Eastway Park, we got German Church Park. So Spades Park. We have so many different kinds of names of parks. And then the website. So you have to tell me where the park is that you chose. And then 6, 7, and 8 are just some follow-up questions that I want to know to make sure you learned from this activity. So I'm going to let you guys go. I want to say good luck, and if you have any questions, you may ask for help. But one of the things I'm going to ask you to do is put your name up on the board, and I will help you as you need, as I come to your name on the board. Good luck.